With y'all, we got Fut Champs up top. We got Mbappe.
Rabiot, Mbappe, Thuram, Mbappe! Oh wow! He is an awesome force of nature.
On the left flank, we got Barnes. Next up, we got the main man. We got King.
Bro, hold on, let me talk. Bro, moving stiff when he walk. I'm too tight, got the J on my. Like, I'm too tight, got the J, I'm in court.
On the right flank, we got the cap. We got Pulisic. Alright, man, let's get to the first few games.
Get set, go.
Hey, so we got Mbappe back for like a few games. We just gonna use him for like the weekend league and shit. But yeah, like y'all seen the other day, they did the Ballon d'Or player picks. And for the other promo they got out right now, they got the Centurions and shit. If y'all niggas trying to add like more cards to your starting 11, or you trying to change your starting 11, now's the time, because you know, the market's down. They done released like, what, 20 more cards and shit. So if you was trying to cop like, you know, Saliba or Van Dijk or, you know, whoever, now's the time. But yeah, bro, we talking about real life ball on here too. So that other week, I was talking about this dude named like Guy Yorkerez. Well, they said his name is actually Yorkerez, not Guy Yorkerez. I was like, bro, it's like one of the most influenced strikers on the planet, bro. Yeah, as y'all can see, bro, like this nigga's gonna be on the transfer market like next year. They say he's gonna be around like 63. So I feel like shit, either one of the top clubs in the, you know, EPL's probably gonna, you know, cop, or shit, Madrid might fuck around and cop. Hey, they said Barca as well, bro, because, you know, Lewandowski's almost like towards the end of his career and shit, so yeah, they could do that shit. Hey, and I was also right about that Ballon d'Or shit. Like I said the other week, bro, like, you know, most of Vinny's, like, you know, club mates and shit, like some journalists had like a different order for like each of them. So yeah, like one of these niggas put like Jude at the top. Other niggas had like Carvajal because he won those 4 trophies, you know, Champions League, La Liga, Copa del Rey, and the Euros. Others had like, you know, Vinny, of course, right? Hey, I seen like the other list for like the other journalists and shit. They ain't even have bro in the top 10. Now you could pick other people for like who you thought was like in the like #1 spot for the Ballon d'Or and shit, but everybody knows bro was at least in the top 3. Or really the top 2 for me, but yeah, bro, that's how that shit went, so it is what it is. Hey, bro, so this for my footy niggas, but midway through, we gonna start using this striker from, like, the women's Ballon d'Or player picks and shit, so y'all gonna see her later on. Hey, man, we also talk about music on this shit. Hey, so the other week, that nigga Uzi, like, you know, he released Eternal Take 2. And so for me, you know, on my first listen, I was really trying to gauge, like, you know, what type of sound the nigga was going with. So yeah, on that first listen, I fucked with like at least 5 out the 16 songs. It's not that it was bad or anything. It's like I said before, bro, I know the nigga was trying to experiment with some shit. And you gotta know, bro, it's like 16 songs, bro. Ain't no way you gonna know if it's like the best shit off that first listen, bro. Now, if it hits right away, then cool, but it's like, you know, some songs, they gotta kind of grow on you and shit. But hey, what I liked about what I did first was I actually listened to the shit first before I start seeing other niggas' opinions of the shit. Because for me, bro, like, that shit really ain't hit till like towards the end of that second listen, and then the third listen, I was like, all right, cool. I see where he's going with that shit. Read like all the first day comments, bro. You would see like Celtic Shaq, you know, that nigga Paul Pierce when he was in Brooklyn. Like, you know, niggas was saying like, hey, that nigga making like Galaxy Gas music. Hey, bro, that Inhale and then the Exhale with the lyrics and shit was crazy, bro. I said, bro, like, after a few listens, bro, like, the album was pretty straight, bro. Like, I got like 9 songs I can, you know, go back and listen to. Hey, for some people, bro, if that shit ain't hit on that first listen, I know they ain't gonna come back. But I see what the nigga was trying to do with his sound, so it's like, damn, bro. For me, bro, I know every album ain't gonna go like 16 for 16 or 10 for 10. Hey, if it goes like 7 for 10 or 8 out of 10, I know that shit was straight. Anything above that, you know, that shit probably a classic. But nah, this goal was crazy right here, though. It's like certain songs, it's gonna only hit for like certain situations. Like, it was just one song I ain't really fuck with, but like a nigga put in like a little sports edit or whatever, and it fit like that moment. So it's like, I could see where the nigga was going with the shit. And then there's other songs you gotta like play on the highway. It's like certain shit, you feel me? Like one of the songs, nigga, you gotta be doing like an activity or some shit, my nigga. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like some of the songs I was using to like, you know, play during like Fut Champs and shit. So, but yeah, bro, you know, that shit sold like 61K. Not bad, but like, you know, for somebody of his caliber and shit, you know, we expect him to sell like 100. You feel me? I also feel like the nigga ain't promote this shit enough, bro. Like yeah, he released this shit out of nowhere. Like, I fucked with the rollout, like the early rollout of the shit. I was like, all right, cool, he doing this shit. But like, once he released the album, like the nigga promoted it for like 2 days. So like, you know, niggas gonna fuck with this shit, but it's like, bro, if you not showing that you fuck with your own shit, then they not gonna support your ass either. Now, if you don't release the classic, then yeah, you can, you know, ease off and shit. But if you done experimented with like some new sound and shit, then yeah, you gotta keep your niggas engaged. You gotta explain some shit, you feel me? You gotta be like active during the week. But yeah, I fuck with all y'all like different perspectives on this shit, you know? And another point that niggas should have made was, you know, his fan base was like aging as well. And I'm not saying he don't make songs that like anybody can listen to or nothing like that, but like his music is more, you know, aimed towards like a younger crowd. The feel of his music, like, it's more like, you know, youthful and shit. If a nigga like listen to the nigga like when he was probably like high school or I don't know, these niggas be young, bro, like middle school or some shit. And you know, when they grew up, like, I mean, they could relate to this shit, but it's not like hitting the same. They feel that type of way because it's not the sound that they grew up with. So like when a nigga tries some new shit, they not gonna fuck with it right away. They gonna be like, man, I miss when the nigga was doing this type of sound or whatever the fuck they be saying, you know? Me, bro, I really don't give a fuck, bro. If that shit hitting, that shit hitting, bro. That's why I said, bro, you gotta, like, listen to the shit first. Have your own thoughts about the shit. And then, you know, you can go look at the other niggas' shit. But yeah, bro, I know that shit would have sold at least, like, 70 to 80K if that nigga did more promo or, like, he was more out there during the shit. Like, the stream was a good start. Like, you know, the stream that he did, that was a good start. Interview was good too, but like he should have just built off of it, you know, each day so that first week was done. Because like with the streaming shit, like, yeah, it's cool and shit, like niggas like want to see you interact and shit, but it's like, bro, they really there for you to do some dumb shit. Like that shit like mad spontaneous. Like it's like one point the niggas cooking or some shit, next thing you know niggas doing a half-court shot, next thing you know, niggas jigging and shit. So it's like, niggas gonna remember you went there, but it's like, you gotta also lead with the music as well. Like, I fuck with this shit because, like, it brings out a side that, you know, probably, like, other interviews and shit like that, a nigga wouldn't probably see. But, yeah, like I've been saying, bro, I feel like this one needed, like, a deluxe or, like, a small EP with, like, 5 extra songs, bro. Hey, with the sound of this album, bro, I feel like one of the songs is probably gonna catch fire, like, on the net later on, bro. It's gonna be, like, an edit to it or, like, niggas gonna make some sort of dance to the shit. But, yeah, I feel like a lot of this shit was him just being out the loop and shit, bro. Like, I feel like when you are an artist or whatever, bro, like, you doing shows and you traveling and all that extra shit, it like adds to the music because like it's extra experiences that you have that's like creating like a sound or like whatever song you're making is like the vibe of like what you've been doing like for the past like few months or whatever. Hey, that nigga said, you know, he back in, you know, he finna make more songs and shit, so finna see how that shit gonna be like. Oh yeah, it's probably gonna be like some more albums and shit coming out, so we probably talk about some more music shit. But hey, bro, and basketball, I forgot to say this on the last video, but the Suns and the Cavs been hooping, bro. The Cavs, it works because like these niggas like been together for like a few seasons and shit. Like they got like way more chemistry now, and like niggas is more like developing shit. You got Garland, Mitchell, you got Mobley, and that nigga Allen. Like they hooping like, you know, they already done been through some shit together, so it's like the chemistry on point. All right, bro, y'all subscribe. Hey, next up we got Fut Champs Awards. And for all my custom tactics people, hey, so now we know all the formations that y'all actually use and that y'all actually watching shit, so we finna do more of those. And then we gonna update it based on the patch and shit, so check the channel out. I'm gonna catch y'all.